Tonight, from the Superdome in New Orleans, it's a special Thanksgiving night presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome.
Tonight, it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the New Orleans Saints. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football, as here we go on a Thanksgiving night.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Jameis now on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Newman. Caught by the tight end Ertz. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Now Newman.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Here's Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Play fake. Winston.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 carries, 81 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not in until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away. Quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
The rushing numbers last week for Cohen. 8 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Jameis to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Bills are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game. So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the up.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. DJ Moore. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. To try here for the extra point. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
On 4th down, the Saints bring on their new punter for 2021, Blake Gillikin.
Deep for the Giants is Odell Beckham. Fielded at about the 28. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Now the first carry for Zach Moss.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down. Here's Allen.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Allen. Quick slant, caught by Moore.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bills are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
On second down now, it's Cohen, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. O.J. Howard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Tariq Cohen and the rest of the offense heading back out there. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Winston now. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Again, he finds more. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Allen going to throw. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. DJ Moore. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bills continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it is 28-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. He struggled. His team has struggled. You talked to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed. And how that has to happen is somehow he's got to flush out everything that's happened so far and almost start over and get back to that confident level and know that he can play the game, because so far this has been a real struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the interceptions, trying to turn it around. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And it's complete, right back in the hands of Smith.
7 yards to pick up there.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Winston now from the 50. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. To throw again on second down. Winston.
He'll drop this one down to Cohen.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's more. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to look deep for more. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Bills to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A run by Moss to start the 3rd quarter. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Forced out to his left.
And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Allen off the play fake. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And the Saints are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
With the score where it is, this was probably going to be 4-down territory if they didn't convert there. But what a nice job of working his way open, making sure he secured the catch, and setting up first and goal.
They'll run. This is Hill. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was Taysom Hill who finished it off with a touchdown.
Returning it, Johnson.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
On second down, it's Moss again.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He's got a man complete. A big gain there for the Bills.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
They'll run on first down with Moss.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
We Headed to the fourth here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. And Allen hit. He lost the football.
So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4 touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, fourth quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And Oliver make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
And Winston lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here's the Bills defense now as they head out to defend here. And they had the fumble return for a touchdown, and boom, they're right back out there again.
And you hear so many people talk about opportunistic defense.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. DJ Moore there to make the grab.
And the Bills add on to their lead. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead will swell by 1 more.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And Winston lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play here for Buffalo. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
They get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
2nd and 11 now.
Another try after the first down sack. Winston rolling to his right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Saints on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
From the 38, Winston. They'll roll him out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.